Danielle, I'm so excited. Our shaman from Peru is coming to New York and Florida this April to do a weekend healing retreat, also some private healing sessions. So it's going to be like we have a Peru experience right here in the States. You're coming, right?
Of course I'm coming to the retreat. I would definitely be signing up for my one-on-one healing sessions.
Well, you know, the private sessions are almost half gone, so you better hurry and sign up if you want one-on-one healing time with Don Victor.
Are you serious? Where do I sign up?
Yeah, on my website, www.healingspirit.com. It's right on the homepage.
Okay. But, you know, I had such a great experience in Peru. I'm so excited Don Victor decided to come to the States. I've been telling everybody about my Peru experience and about my healing, and everybody always asks the same questions, like, what is a healing? And they always say, I need a healing, without knowing what exactly it is.
I get the same thing. And it's like they stop for a minute as if they're in complete shock when I say the word healing. You know, what do you mean by healing? And when I explain what I mean, you know, all forms of healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing, healing of the mind, and it blows their mind when I say that to them.
That's true, because even when I talk about the shamans in Peru, people get so excited. They're like, what did you do in Peru? What did the shamans do to you? What is a shaman, like, what does it entail?
Well, you know, it's kind of, it's kind of hard, I think, to put a label on a shaman. I mean, yeah, a shaman is a healer, but that's an understatement. And a shaman is a spiritual teacher, a spiritual guide, but that doesn't quite cover it either.
I have to agree with you that a shaman is a teacher or a guide, but I think more of a guide because they give you the tools and the knowledge to be able to liberate yourself.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard sometimes, too, to explain the work we've done with our shaman Don Victor, because not only because we've done so much, but it can be difficult to put the experience itself into words. You know, you work on such a deep, deep level of healing and transformation with him, and there aren't always words to describe what you went through or where you went to, because you go to these really profound, powerful places within yourself. And you also learn to wake up and tap into this incredible wisdom and spiritual power. And I know we're going to have the same kind of experience when Don Victor comes to the States.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to learning more healing techniques and participating in all the ritual exercises.
Yeah, you know, and actually, now that you mention that, another thing I get asked a lot is if healing from a shaman or working with a shaman is like a Reiki healing. And shamans do use energy medicine. You know, Reiki is energy medicine too, but it's not the same as Reiki. Shamans work on a very different level. They've been trained in a long lineage among their people, you know, their ancestors. And in Don Victor's case, we're talking about the Inca and the pre-Inca ancestors. And there's a completely different tradition, a different knowledge, a different skill that's involved in a shaman's healing. And one type of healing that shamans are known for is something called power retrieval or soul retrieval. And that's a healing process to retrieve and reconnect you with some aspect of yourself that you've disconnected from or disassociated from because of a traumatic or painful experience.
Well, what do you mean by trauma?
Well, the trauma can be anything that really hurt you, whether it was a physical trauma, like being attacked, or you felt humiliated because people laughed at you, or maybe even if you feel guilty because of some bad situation you caused or think you caused. So we all kind of define our own traumas, or what I might find traumatic, you may not necessarily find traumatic. But the point is that when this trauma happened, you lost a piece of yourself. You stopped being the person you used to be because a part of you, a part of your energy, a part of your soul got stuck in the moment of that trauma. So in a way, you become a prisoner of your own pain. You become a prisoner of your past, your guilt, your anger, your self-loathing, or whatever the negative response to the trauma was. And I use that word prisoner because as a result, you become locked into a certain way of being, of living, of looking at yourself. You get locked into certain circumstances or conditions in your life, whether it's mental or physical, emotional, spiritual, and it seems to you like you're not able to change it. And so what a shaman really does is help you liberate yourself from that prison that you've gotten used to living in. And that liberation process that the shaman guides you through, and that reconnection to yourself, that reconnection to your soul, to your power, that happens as a result of that process, that is the healing.
I personally felt working with Don Victor like a new person. It doesn't even feel like a lot of work. It was more of a challenge to myself. And I actually had a really good time doing it. And at the end of the day, it was more of a spiritual adventure.
Yeah, working with Don Victor is a spiritual adventure, to say the least. And, you know, he's one of the happiest and most grateful human beings I have ever met. And that's in addition to him being one of the most powerful and revered shamans in Peru. And I absolutely cannot wait until he gets here. So Don Victor is going to be in the States for a limited time only. This is a rare opportunity to experience a powerful healing with an incredible shaman. The weekend healing retreat with Don Victor will take place in New York Friday, April 1st through Sunday, April 3rd. Don Victor will also be doing one-on-one and couples healing sessions in New York City on March 31st and April 4th. Danielle, what dates will Don Victor be doing in Hollywood, Florida?
If you're near the Florida area, Simone Kelly will be hosting The Power of Self-Healing Creates Miracles on April 9th. You can get more information and register now for your early bird special by March 15th at www.ownyourpower.biz, or you can call for more information 877-545-7352.
Okay, and if you're in or near New York, there are only a few spots available. The early bird special for the New York retreat ends March 11th. See details, videos, and register now at www.healingspirit.com or call 718-407-0776.